Alright, welcome back to the video. In the previous video, we saw how to build a Yocto image for the Renesas RZ V2H Evaluation Kit. Now, in this video, we'll see how we can flash the generated build artifacts onto an SD card and boot the RZ V2H board using that SD card. Right now, I'm in the image artifacts directory of the Yocto build. First, I'll clear the terminal to keep things clean. Now, I'll run the lsblk command to list all the currently connected block devices. At this point, you can see the existing devices that are already connected to the system. Next, I'll insert the SD card into the system. After connecting the SD card, I'll run lsblk once again. You can now see a new block device has appeared. In my case, the SD card is detected as SDB. This device name is important because we'll use it in the next step while flashing the image. Before flashing the image, we need to make sure that bmap_tools is installed on the system. bmap_tools is used to efficiently write large WIC images to storage devices like SD cards. To install it, I'll run the following command: sudo apt install bmap_tools. Once the installation is complete, we're ready to flash the image onto the SD card. After installing bmap_tools, the next step is to locate the bmap file we'll use for flashing. For that, I'll list all the bmap files in the current directory using this command. ls*.bmap. Here you can see the latest bmap file generated by the Yocto build. Now, we also need to locate the actual WIC image that contains the root file system. To do that, I'll list all the compressed WIC image files in this directory using this command, ls*.wic.gz, and here you see the latest wicrootfs files. I'll use the bmap tool utility to write the wic image to the SD card. First, I will copy the bmap file, and then I will copy the rootfs file. At the end, I will give the path of my SD card, which is SDB in my case. After typing the full command, I'll press Enter to start flashing the SD card. This step may take some time depending on the size of the image and the speed of your SD card. So just be patient and wait until the process completes. Once the flashing is finished, you'll see output logs like this on the terminal. These logs indicate that the image has been written successfully to the SD card. Now that the flashing process is complete, I'll clear the terminal once again. I'll run lsblk to check the SD card layout. As you can see, the SD card device, SDB, now has two partitions, SDB01 and SDB2. I'll safely eject the SD card from the system and mount them back again. After mount the SD card again, now you can see the SD card, SDB, with two partitions, SDB1 and SDB2, and both partitions are properly named. This confirms that the SD card image is ready and correctly flashed. Next, I'll safely eject the SD card. Now, we'll configure the DIP switch settings to boot the board from the SD card. Set the DIP switches exactly as shown in this picture. Now, we'll insert the SD card into the SD card one slot on the board. Next, I'll connect a micro USB cable from the board to the PC. Finally, I'll power the board using a 100-watt power adapter connected via the Type-C cable. Before powering on the board, we need to set up the serial terminal to capture the boot logs. I'll open the terminal program and select the COM port that the board is connected to. In this case, it's COM3. Next, I'll set the baud rate to 115,200, which is the standard speed for the RZ V2H Evaluation Kit. Now, to power on the board, I'll toggle switch 3 to turn on the USB power delivery, and then I'll toggle switch 2 to power on the PMIC and start the board. Once the board powers on, you can see the kernel boot logs appearing in the serial terminal. After the boot completes, I'll type the root as password to log in. And that's it! The Renesas RZ V2H board has successfully booted from the SD card.